Good morning, all of you. We have seen Gauss's law's application number 1, that is infinitely long straight conductor. Now we are going to the second application, that is electric field due to a uniformly charged infinite plane sheet. So we have a plane sheet, and this is that plane sheet with the charges positively charged with surface charge density sigma. So sigma is the charge density here, as it is over the surface charge density is sigma. We are going to find the electric field due to this sheet. So for that we have to consider a Gaussian surface. You can consider a rectangular parallelopiped as shown in figure as the Gaussian surface. We can imagine even a cylinder, doesn't matter, you can go with a cylinder also. So let's consider a parallelopiped with the area A. Let the area of surface is A, that is we usually represent the area as delta S. Let it be A, capital A in this case. That means the area of this side is A, area of this side is also A. These two sides area is capital A. Now let's consider the electric field. Electric field created by these positive charges acting away in this direction. As it is very thin, it will create electric field to the left side also. So this is the direction of electric field at this point. See the direction of electric field at this point and at this point. Now the surface area, this side, here there is a surface area A, and that is acting normally outward. So this is the direction of surface area. And here also the area of area vector will be acting towards the left side, delta S. Now if you consider this side, the top side, the area vector will be acting upward. The bottom side, the surface area will be acting downward. The side facing you, electric field will be the surface area will be towards you. So this side, top surface, bottom surface, and on either sides, the area vector will be perpendicular to the surface, and the electric field will be acting towards the left side or right side. So in those situations, electric field and area vector will be perpendicular. So the flux through this upper surface, lower surface, and of two opposite sides, flux will be 0, as E and delta S are perpendicular. Electric field and area are perpendicular in all the sides except these two. All those sides flux will be 0. Now let's consider the flux through this surface, that is E into delta S, that is A into cos theta. Here A and E are in the same direction, so the angle theta will be 0. So you get the flux S through the surface as E into delta S, that is E into A. EA cos 0 is 1, that is E into A is the flux through this surface. Same here, electric field is acting towards the left side, area vector is also normally outward in this case. So here also area and electric field are perpendicular, flux will be E into delta S, that is E into A. Cos angle theta will be 0, so cos 0 will become 1. So here also E into A, that is a flux. Here E into A is the flux. So the flux in all the sides, 4 sides will be 0, and on either these two sides it will be E into A, it will be E into A. So in the region 1 and 2, I have, for side 1, I have the flux as E into delta S into cos 0, that is flux phi is equal to phi 1 is equal to E into A. Same way for the second surface also, flux will be E into A, so that the total flux will be EA plus EA, that is 2EA. Now, as per Gauss's law, the total flux enclosed by this Gaussian surface, is 1 by epsilon 0 times the total charge enclosed by the Gaussian surface. So the side area A is here, and the charge enclosed by this side area A, that means, let's come back to the figure again. This much is the area A, So here only that much area is coming as the area enclosed within this sheet. So when you consider Gauss's law, Q by epsilon 0, in Q is the charge enclosed within this area. So here alone, within A area, what is the charge? So I have sigma as the charge density, that is per unit area I have sigma as charge. So the charge enclosed by the area capital A will be sigma A. Now I have the flux as per Gauss's law. Flux is sigma A by epsilon 0. Q by epsilon 0 replaced as sigma A by epsilon 0. So this is flux equation, and this is also the flux. So I can equate equation number 1 and 2. I get the flux as, the equation as 2EA equal to sigma A by epsilon 0, which will give me E is equal to sigma by 2 epsilon 0. And this electric field is acting perpendicular to the surface, that means acting normally outward. Here this electric field is acting normally towards the right side, here it is normally towards the left side. So I give a unit vector n cap, and where the unit vector n cap is a unit vector normal to the surfaces going away from it, outward. So this is the equation for the electric field, strength of the electric field, sigma by 2 epsilon 0. In vector form it will be sigma by 2 epsilon 0 n cap.